Hey guys, hopefully everyone is doing well. Today's target is to solve question number 6. The chapter which we are related with is cash flow statement. I have just seen spellings. Okay. So the question number is 6. The chapter name is cash flow statement and the question has already been shared initially. This is common question. We have already solved such type of questions before. This is your asset side. Now your attention is utterly needed. Please note it down. In first column it is 2006. In second column it is 2005. Normally opening assets are given in first column and closing assets are given in second column. But here questions sequence is different. So you will be very much careful if such questions are present in your paper. So 2005, these are opening assets and these are closing assets. The next part of question is over here where liability side, again opening liabilities are given on right side, closing liabilities are given on left side. And there are few adjustments related to this cash flow statement. The main theme is you want to know how much cash has been gone and how much cash you have received. That means you are willing to know outflow of the cash and inflow of the cash. And here we have the same performer where we will see the change in operations, change in cash due to operations, or we will be concerned with current assets only. Now, second portion, first time is being maintained at the same time. Here you will see your fixed assets at bottom. At first part, you will see your current assets. So instead of doing them separately, we will be managing current assets and fixed assets, current liabilities and fixed liabilities at the same time. And the major target is this. This is our check. As you know that how check is important in your paper. What you will do that opening cash would be given in your question, cash flow answer would be present over here, and when you will put this answer at this place, minus or plus sign would be calculated automatically. When you will put that cash flow balance over here, you will get your closing cash automatically. So this is our target and brief introduction has been given. So why not we should start our question. As you know, first is opening cash 45, closing cash 38,000. So we will go to the check and we'll write 45,000 as opening cash and closing cash. By the way, we are writing closing cash separately. As we will put this answer, this is our final answer of cash flow. When we will put this answer over here, we should have the same 38,000 automatically become over here. Now next part of the question is account receivable. First we will see what are current assets present in this asset side. So account receivable, yes, it's a current asset. Inventory, yes, it's a current asset. Prepaid, yes, it's a current asset. Land, no. So it means there are three current assets present over here. First we will take the amount of, look at here, these are three opening assets. So I am taking it directly. Here we have our opening assets and I'm posting amounts over here. Clear? So what we have done, we have three assets: account receivable, inventory and prepaid. So first is account receivable, then we may have inventory, and then we have prepaid expenses. Please note it down what I have done. This is your opening three assets. I have taken these opening assets and at the same time I have written it in opening column. And then you will see that account receivable, inventory and prepaid, these are closing assets. I'm going to put amount over here. When I'm using Excel, there is little bit help from Excel. Instead of writing it manually, I am just picking those amounts and directly posting to the relevant place. So definitely several minutes are saved. Now, what you will do for land, equipment, depreciation, building depreciation, we will be adjusting them in lower portion where we will be doing fixed asset. Here we are concerned with current assets, and the lower portion after green we will see fixed assets. So we are now directly going to liability side. Now here you can see you will be deciding what are current liabilities. Account payable, yes, it's a current liability. Bonds payable, no. Common stock, no. Retained earning, no. So only one liability is current liability. It means 40,000 opening. We are putting this 40,000 over here, and we have our closing liability, closing current liability, picking up over here and writing amount to its proper place. These were account payables. Alright guys, now you can see that all current assets and current liabilities have been posted to their original place. Now we will see what changes are in fixed assets. First, you will have to wait what we will do for land, what we will do for equipment and building, common stock, bonds payable and retained earning, because first we will see what changes are present in your adjustments. Operating expenses include depreciation, so it's very important. Look at here, we have accumulated depreciation opening closing, we have accumulated depreciation opening closing. But what had happened, he had calculated all the depreciation and presenting it at adjustment. So please note it down. If depreciation is provided clearly in your adjustment, so you have no concern with this accumulated depreciation and this accumulated depreciation building, you will ignore it. Why? Because total amount of depreciation has already been calculated in the question and it has been given in your adjustment, so you will be concerned with this. As you know, this is closing depreciation at the end of year. So what you will do, you will add this depreciation over here. I have told you that, so you may name it depreciation at the end. Opening depreciation would be written over here, closing over here, but this is final depreciation which has been already adjusted in operating expenses. Now next is land was sold for cash book value. This is matter of your attention. Please note it down. This is book value. That means value at the previous year or original year. At the starting of the period, this land was of 130,000 and this land has been sold for 1 lakh. It means 30,000 additional cash you have received. Or simply what you can do, that as you know that this is your fixed asset, you will go over here and will write your opening asset at here, and you have your closing asset 1 lakh. So here you will post your closing land and write down the title, it's your land. So this is first method. And second method is what? Look at here, the land has been sold out. Original value was 130,000 and sold at book value. That means original value. So 130,000 has been received. Asset value right now was only 1 lakh. It means 30,000 is your benefit. So instead of writing this, it means 30,000 additional you have received. You may be writing only 30,000 over here. But for your understanding, we will keep this first method where opening land has been written over here, closing land, opening land is written over here, and closing land 1 lakh is written on right side. So we are not having any trouble that 30,000 has received additional. Let's see what next. Cash dividend paid. Please note it down. It is payment. When you are paying, it means cash would be decreased. Since dividend is associated with liability, so over here you will write how much dividend? 24,000 dividend you have paid. Please note it is subtracted less. So dividend is paid, that means cash is going out. And since dividend is concerned with liability side, that is why you have chosen liability side. Once again, I'm telling you, you have paid 24,000. It means your cash is decreasing. That is why you have chosen the column of subtraction, column where you can decrease. And why you have chosen liability side? Dividend is directly associated with capital and shares, which is written on liability side. It means dividend would be posted over here. 24,000 has been paid. Now next, net income is automatically calculated. We have no worry. We have not to be worried about that. So 38,000 profit, starting point profit is already provided. So since we are calculating current and fixed asset at the same time, please note it down. Upper portion is for current asset, lower portion is for fixed asset. So we are calculating all cash flows at the same time. That is why instead of writing profit over here, I have written at the end of question. All right, now next. Equipment was purchased. Please note it down. You have purchased equipment. It means cash had gone out. And you know that this is your column where cash is decreased. Less mean decrease. So here you will write 95,000 because you have purchased 95,000 worth of equipment. Just write down, this is your equipment. Now let's see what next is. Purchase equipment 95 in addition. That means there is something else as well. Equipment costing 22 with the book value of 10,000 was sold. That means a part of equipment was sold for 8,100. It means cash would be received. Come over here. If cash is received, it means cash is increasing. You will choose add column. And here you have received 8,100 and you will give title equipment sold. Since it is fixed asset, that is why we have chosen lower portion. It's not all, please note it down. Book value was 10,000 and you have sold for 8,100. Whether it is favorable or unfavorable for you. An asset of value 10,000 was sold for 8,100. It means you are facing loss. A loss of 1,900. 10,000 minus 8,100 loss. Now here your time is very important and your attention is very important to understand it. You have sold your asset at loss and this loss was written in operating expenses. While actually cash had not gone, we have decreased our profit. Look, it is very important to understand, as you know that depreciation is non-cash expense. We are adding in cash. Look at here, add. We are adding 42,000 of depreciation. Why? Because due to depreciation, your net profit has been decreased. While depreciation is not something which has been paid physically. It's just a non-cash expense. I'm just going to write it. Understand, non-cash expense. If cash is not going out, so why we have written in operating expenses? If non-expense cash had been written in net profit, due to which your net profit has been decreased. While in actual, due to depreciation, your profit has not been decreased in cash. In the similar manner, please note it down. You are facing a loss of 1,900 over here. Value of asset was 10,000. You have sold 8,100. it means 1900 loss. Now this loss was adjusted in operating expenses, due to which your net profit has been decreased. Since this was a loss, that means non-cash expense. Due to loss, cash was not going out or cash was not coming in, non-cash expense. So that is why it was not supposed to decrease your cash. Similarly, we have added depreciation in non-cash expense. We have added, I have repeated so many times, we have added depreciation due to non-cash expense. In the similar way, loss due to non-cash expense would also be added. And since it is a loss associated with equipment, equipment is your asset, we will choose asset side and will add how much loss. Look, you have sold your asset for 8100. Understand? While the value of that asset was only 10,000, it means difference would be your loss. So why we have added? Because it's non-cash expense. Depreciation was added. Why? Because it is non-cash expense. Now let's proceed to the next part. Bonds were converted. Bonds are loan, debentures, were converted at face value by issuing shares. Please note it down. Bonds are just certificates, just paper. And you have replaced these paper with shares. Shares are also paper. So papers are going out and in return you are receiving papers. It means neither cash is going out nor cash is coming in. That means this has no effect upon cash. So you may skip it, you may leave it. Net sales, cash has received, but this net sales has already been adjusted to calculate your net income. So there will not be any effect for net sales as well. Number 7 gone. It means everything we have posted. Look at here. Land already adjusted, equipment already adjusted. Now building is 2 lakh and 2 lakh. There is no benefit of writing over here because 2 lakh is opening and 2 lakh is closing. So there should not be any effect. Okay. Now please note it down. Inventory prepaid already written. Account receivable already written. Land we have adjusted over here 130 and 1 lakh. Then equipment has been adjusted 2 times. After which building we have written. It means all fixed assets have been adjusted. So now the next step is what? We will take sum of all opening asset. In previous questions, we were calculating only opening asset, opening current assets, and then we were going to adjust them over here. But since we are calculating current and fixed assets at the same time, so what you will do? You will add all opening current asset and opening fixed asset at the same time. So this is your sum. In the similar way, closing current and fixed assets, opening current and fixed liabilities, closing current and fixed liabilities, sum has been calculated. This asset side would be added in profit. Here we have already written profit. This would be added, subtracted, added, and you have got this answer minus 7,000. Alright, now we will check whether our question is okay or not. This is check very simple. When you will adjust this answer, in opening cash, closing cash should automatically be 38,000. So let's see, we have 45,000 and 7,000. So we have got our answer 38,000. I am requesting you to please be very attentive because at your exam, this is the only way with which you can check your answer is correct or not. Now you can see that cash has been decreased collectively. That means no matter what kind of asset was, current or fixed, no matter what liability was, current or fixed, all after all adjustment, we have an outflow of 7,000. That means cash has been decreased. Please understand, instead of making calculations separately, what we have done, we have calculated all current and fixed asset at the same time, taken sum same time, and then what we have done, 38,000 plus 555,000 minus 613730 minus 64,000 plus 77730, and we have got final answer minus 7,000, and this was adjusted in opening cash, and automatically we have 38,000 as closing cash, which is exactly what is written in our question. Look at here, closing cash 38,000. So guys, in this way our question has been completed and we have verified as well that our answer is correct. So we do not need any answer from book or in exam. We will always be calculating and applying our check with this simple method, with which we will come to know that our answer is correct. In the solution is in front of you, but even then I'm requesting you to please practice this question by yourself at your home for more than 3-4 times so that you can understand. And in case if you do not understand anything, if there is any misunderstanding, you are very open to share your problem through text messages, comments, or you can directly meet to share your problem. I will try my best to answer your queries instantly. So it's time to end the lecture. Thank you very much for your time. It's time to say goodbye. Allah Hafiz.